It's the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, which is threatening strike over non-implementation of the 2020 Memorandum of Action reached with the government to educate its members on the quantum of money the federal government has already paid to them. And away from that, the federal government has warned Nigerians to take responsibility for their health as COVID-19 cases continue to rise in the country. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Olorunniyi Mamora, who stated this in an interview with newsmen, said there was need for Nigerians to take responsibility to tackle coronavirus. Mamora said this as COVID-19 cases continue to increase, with the country recording 5,398 infections between December 6 and 15. Data obtained from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control indicated a sharp increase in infections, as only 739 cases were recorded between November 26 and December 5, indicating 630.45% increase within 10 days. On legislative matters, the Senate and the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Ali Issa Pantami, have disagreed over the proposed establishment of Institute of Information and Communication Technology in Iwo, Osun State. The clash between Senator Yakubu Oseni of APC Kogi Central-led Senate Committee on ICT and Cybercrime and the Minister was during the public hearing on a bill titled A Bill for an Act for the Establishment of the Institute of Information and Communication Technology in Iwo, Osun State. Meanwhile, the committee gave tacit support for the proposal as entailed in the bill sponsored to that effect by Senator Adelere Orilolo of APC Osun West. The minister kicked against the proposal because of what he described as paucity of funds for establishment, sustainability, as well as alleged duplication of mandates of existing institutions. And still on legislative matters, the House of Representatives has called on the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies to remove the multiple checkpoints from the roads linking the southeast geopolitical zone with Lagos and Abuja. This was made known at the plenary. The House particularly said that the removal is to facilitate free flow of traffic, to relieve the pains and hardship of the motorists and other road users traveling to and from the southeast region, especially during this festive period. The House also asked the police and other agencies to immediately disband all checkpoints at the overhead bridge while mandating the Federal Road Safety Corps to deploy men and materials to ensure free flow of traffic between Asaba in Delta State and Onitsha in Anambra State. Meanwhile, House of Representatives has urged the federal government to be proactive by developing effective mechanisms and explore different mitigation options to cushion the effect of persistent rise in the price of liquefied natural gas on the common citizens. It also asked the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, to raid all illegal liquefied petroleum gas stations across the country to safeguard lives and properties of the people. The resolutions followed two separate motions conceded at plenary yesterday. And from the judiciary, the National Judicial Council has sanctioned 3 judges from courts of concurrent jurisdiction. A statement issued by the Director Information NJC Sojioye in Abuja explained that the judges were said to have granted conflicting expert orders in matters with the same parties and subject matters. Reports say they were barred from promotion to higher bench for a period ranging from 2 to 5 years whenever they were due for such promotion. The body said though there was no written petition, allegations of corruption or impropriety against the judges, The NJC initiated investigation pursuant to its inherent disciplinary powers under the Constitution to unravel the circumstances that led to the spate of expert orders granted by courts of coordinate jurisdiction over matters with the same parties and same subject matter. And to Sokoto State now, where the state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with Qatar on the development of education, health and agriculture. This is just as Qatar signed another MOU with the late Sultan Mastido family and future leaders, an accredited non-governmental organization, to the Qatar charity on the management of our Qatar projects in the state and country in general. According to Governor Tambuwal, the areas of envisaged collaborations are the establishment of Nana Asma'u All Girls University under the auspices of the Sultan Sa'ad Abubakar Foundation, provision of equipment and personnel for what soon to be completed 1,200-bed Sokoto State University Teaching Hospital, and assistance for orphans, particularly in the area of education, among others. And still in Sokoto State, this government has set plans rolling into the possibility of deboarding all boarding secondary schools in the state, pending when the security situation in the state improves. The state governor Aminu Waziri Tambula made the statement in a media chat with practicing journalists in the state. He said the decision to deboard the schools was a result of constant and continued attack by bandits and other criminal groups terrorizing the state. Elsewhere, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has launched the Royal African Foundation, an organization designed for youth empowerment and economic emancipation. Oba Ogunwusi, who harped on the need to instill discipline, moral values, the content of character, particularly in the areas of governance and business of the country, on the vast youthful populace, expressed belief in the younger generation to excel if given the needed support. Speaking during the event held at the Ooni's Palace in Ile-Ife, the executive director of the foundation, Olushola Owonikoko, explained that the initiative would be used to transform the lives of the youths of the country. And back here, Akwa Ibom State Governor Odob Emmanuel has approved the release of 100 million naira to Akwa United Football Club for winning the 2020-2021 Nigerian Professional Football League trophy. Governor Emmanuel, who made the announcement at a formal state reception of Akwa United Football Club at Government House, Uyo, also presented a 32-seater bus to the team and approved the allocation of a plot of land to each of the members of the winning team. Governor Emmanuel, who again commended the team for winning the trophy, charged them to retain the cup and promised the state government's continued support to the club. The governor further used the occasion to disclose that the remodeling of the Eket Township Stadium will be completed in the first quarter of next year to provide an alternative training avenue for the club. High points of the event, which was attended by the President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, members of the State Executive Council and the legislature and other football stakeholders in the state and country, was the formal presentation of the NPFL trophy to the governor. And still in Akwa Ibom, the Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has flagged off COVID-19 mass vaccination campaign in the state with a charge on the state's people to avail themselves of the vaccines which have been brought nearest to them in order to safeguard their well-being and that of others. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony held at the Akwa Ibom State Primary Health Care Development Agency, the Akwa Ibom State Governor who was represented by the Commissioner for Health, Professor Augustine Moore, noted that the aim of the mass vaccination campaigns was to create awareness amongst the people and encourage them to play their part by making themselves available for the recommended doses. The Commissioner noted that the state does not administer expired vaccines on its people, but orders new ones from the federal government while sending back expired ones for destruction, as seen recently.